The opening game of match day 8 of the Belarusian Premier League was Smolivici versus Energetic Minsk. Energetic started brightly as Yevgeny Udicic finds Alexei Nosko in space, who hits his shot over the bar. The ball then breaks for Liberian midfielder David Te to score a fantastic goal from a tight angle to give Energetic the lead. In the final minutes of the game, Uzbekistani midfielder Yashubek Yakshibewev is fouled in the box for a penalty. He converts the penalty to give Energetic the 2-0 victory. In game number 2, FC Minsk were at home to Torpedo Zordino in game number 2 of the weekend. It took just 7 minutes for Torpedo to take the lead, with Belarusian midfielder Kirill Premodov scoring an open goal. On the half-hour mark, Torpedo doubled their lead, with striker Valery Gobachik with the finish. Five minutes later, FC Minsk were caught on the counter-attack. Valery Gobachik rounds the keeper and scores his second goal of the game. A couple minutes later, FC Minsk managed to pull a goal back to make it 3-1. However, just before half-time, Gobachik completes his hat-trick with a well-placed shot to give Torpedo a 4-1 lead. Torpedo then score a 5th goal with Brazilian midfielder Lipe Veloso. And the last goal of the game was a header into an open goal by Montenegrin forward Onjem Rogovic. This match ends FC Minsk 2 at Torpedo 5. Game number 3 was Rubrest against Gorodea. First half that's seen several chances wasted by both teams. And then 5 minutes into the second half, a Russian midfielder, Andrei Sorokin, scores to give Gorodea the lead. As the game wore on, Gorodea dropped deeper and deeper as Rubrest piled on the pressure to attempt to get an equaliser. And then on the 89th minute, a header from a corner after a scramble. The goal by Ilya Kopachuk earns a point for Rubrest. The game ends 1-1. In game number 4, Dynamo Minsk were at home to Sluts. Sluts have been in great form, spurred on by their new worldwide support. On the 20-minute mark, an unstoppable effort by Draman Salu gave Sluts the lead. Here we have Dynamo forwards Bakar, fouled by the Sluts goalkeeper Boris Pankratov for a penalty. Bakar takes the penalty, it strikes the crossbar, and the rebound headers over the bar. Into the second half, and Sluts double their lead with a delightful finish by Abdul Ghaffar. Dinamo managed to make the last 5 minutes tense as Karlo Bukic makes it 2-1. Thanks to some strong goalkeeping by Boris Pankratov, Sluts managed to hold out and take away the 3 points. And current league champions Dinamo Brest travel to Barbarouis to take on Belshina. Brest are looking to climb the table after a poor start to the season. And 10 minutes in, Denis Laptev heads the ball on, it's deflected, and that is a Belshina own goal. Brest take the lead 1-0. Throughout the first half, Belshina were playing some good football in spot, creating several chances. Here we have striker Lena Coville's header saved. Bresto starting the second half brightly with Mikhail Gordichuk making it 2-0. And Denis Laptev capitalising on some poor Belshina defence and makes it 3-0. In game number 6, the Tex were at home to Slavia Mozor. The Tex starting the game brightly, creating several opportunities. However, against the run of play, Slavia were awarded a penalty. Ghanaian striker Francis Nar coolly converts. The Tex then equalise with a fine lob from midfielder Artem Gorenko. The Tex then take the lead with Ion Niculescu, before Slavia then equalise with 5 minutes to go. And just 2 minutes later, Slavia are awarded a penalty, which Maxim Salisor scores his second goal of the game to give Slavia their 3-2 victory. In game number 7, we have Bate Borisov at home to Neman Grodno. After just 10 minutes, Serbian striker Bojan Djibadic scoring from close range. And then just 5 minutes later, Bate are awarded the penalty, which Igor Stashevic, the Bate captain, steps up and scores. Neman Grodno looking to get back into the game. On the half-hour mark, Armenian international Gigan Kazimyan pulls one back to make it 2-1 with his 4th goal of the season. However, on the 68-minute mark, the win was secured for Bate with the finish from midfielder Pavel Nikacic. So this game ends Bate Borisov 3 and Neman Grodno 1. Final game of the weekend was Shakhtar demolishing FC Izlok 4-0. That first goal was scored by Vitaly Lisakovic. In the first half, that was fairly competitive. FC Izlok having a fair few chances of their own. Shakhtar, though, doubling their lead with Dmitry Postrelov, the quickest to react there to the rebound. And a great strike from Vitaly Lisakovic to make it 3-0. And substitute Darko Boldal with a cool finish ends the game with 4-0. So today's results were Smolivici 0, Energetic 2, FC Minsk 2, Torpedo Zordino 5, Rubres 1, Gorodeya 1, Dynamo Minsk 1, Slux 2, Belshina 0, Dynamo Brest 3, Vitebsk 2, Slavia Mozor 3, Bate Borisov 3, Neman Grodno 1, Shakhtar Soligosk 4, Izlok 0. And we take a look at the league table. We have Slux top of the table with 16 points from 7 games. Torpedo Zordino, after their 5-2 victory, are on 14 points from 7 games. And completing the top 3 is Bate Borisov in 3rd place after their home win over Neman Grodno. If we look towards the bottom of the table, Smolivici and Belshina are the bottom 2 teams with 5 points behind Neman Grodno. It's not looking good for them. As we look ahead to next week's fixtures, we have Slutsk at home to Energetic. We have Gorodeya and FC Minsk. Slavia Mozor against Torpedo Zordino. Neman Grodno at home to Rubrest. Izlok versus Belshina. Vitesse versus Shakhtar Soligorsk. Smolivici at home to Bate Borisov. And the game of the weekend is Dynamo Brest against Dynamo Minsk.